Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Ribbit. Says Spigui 1212. I need to make food. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. JSB a frog at lest LOL. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Least. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Ribbit. Depic has gone offline. Says Form. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Ribbit HAI. Nafix FR 7777 has gone offline. Says Lukia 104. Hello. Depic has come online. Says Shadow Cloud 2320. Join our Discord. Run Discord or visit Discord GG Hive. Says Form. Says Lukia 104. Don't ask them. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Ribbit Mima Go Explore. Says Form Baker 8150. And comments down below. Says Lukia 104. You ask and they want. Says Spigui 1212. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. PLZ joins Fae 3. Says Spigui 1212. IGTG Cook. Says Lukia 104. It's like telling children to do stuff that they do and then they don't wanna. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. JSBA Frog and Say Ribbit. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Ribbit Mima Go Explore. Says Spigui 1212. Says Lukia 104. I meow. Says Spigui 1212. What Luke? Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. PLZ brother. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Goes to garden. Says Spigui 1212. AFK I'll be back in 10 minutes maybe plus. Says Form. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. RIP Spy. Says Lukia 104. U. Orca was XD. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Formed Dimmet Garden. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Ribbit what's this? Says Lukia 104. U. My Mount Cubed? Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Water Fountain. Comma didn't get your store purchase? Try fix per case. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. It's very cute Ribbit. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Find secret? Says Lukia 104. You. The eyes get me. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Sees a key 00. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Has key and runs to library. Krasimonsky 6606 has come online. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Ribbit this is a funny looking key. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Finds a book on it. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. It leads to a dungeon? Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Reads more. Says form. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Sees a map in the book. The map is a map of the castle. Says Lukia 104. You. I'm a bookworm. Says Robotrix Falcon. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Why is there a marker near the chapel? Says Lukia 104. You. I'll translate any cryptives. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Goes to chapel. Says form. Krasimonsky 6606 has gone offline. Comma need help? Go to supportplayhive.com. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Maybe I should take the stairs. Says Lukia 104, you found it. Says Shadow Cloud 2321 plus YK. Says Shadow Cloud 2321 plus yells where? Says Shadow Cloud 2321 plus puts key in lock. Says Shadow Cloud 2321 plus whoa, what's this? Cadent Ape 7799 has come online. Says Lukia 104, you gasp. Says Lukia 104, you oh ah. Says Lukia 104, you my old dungeon. Says Shadow Cloud 2321 plus this is the dungeon that the book was talking about? Says Shadow Cloud 2321 plus this is your dungeon? Says Lukia 104, you it's my old dungeon. Says Lukia 104, you didn't I tell you? Says Says Falcon 151188, you oi road. Says Shadow Cloud 2321 plus sees the Snauglock Cloud had him playing a different character RN. Says Shadow Cloud 2321 plus what was that? Ribbit. Says Robotrix Sabi Fala Agari. Says Shadow Cloud 2321 plus form gave Cloud this? Says Falcon 151188, you Tava Caragando. Says Lukia 104, you don't shake it. Says Robotrix at Art KSKSKSK. Says Shadow Cloud 2321 plus shakes oops. Says Lukia 104, you I put a hex on it. Says Falcon 151188, you enter no mu server rapid info. Says Lukia 104, you AW great. Says Shadow Cloud 2321 plus what's a hex? Found someone breaking the rules? Report them with report. Says Robotrix serve. Says Falcon 151188, you Se Enquiser and Precisa. Says Shadow Cloud 2321 plus Ribbit. Says Falcon 151188, you server e acute servitor. Says Lukia 104, you well I just put a binding spell on it. Says Shadow Cloud 2321 plus Says Robotrix and NEU say so QEU query a jogger. Says Falcon 151188, you EAQ QEU Val Faller com mu amigo Karen. Says Lukia 104, you now we're in the snow globe. Says Spigui 1212, you back. Says Shadow Cloud 2321 plus I feel like I heard someone breathing. That wasn't us Ribbit. Says Ed Arson 138 hi. Says Lukia 104, you yeah duh. Says Shadow Cloud 2321 plus brother, can you be Sunny PLZ? Says Spigui 1212. You. Says Lukia 104. You. It's just her. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Oh. Says Falcon 151188. You. Fallow M. Current La Entra. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. On the map it shows a path to an old campsite. NGL, I wanna follow it. Says Lukia 104. You. I'll lead you there. Says Robotrix Mascos. Says Falcon 151188. You. LAN Sabi Esperar. Says Lukia 104. You. AFK. Says Shadow Cloud 2. Says Form. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Follows map. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Sees Bear Tracks. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Huh? Follow our Instagram. At the HiveMook. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. A bear was here? Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Looks at the water. Says W62708. Says Form. Says Maurizio 6554. Hello? Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Gets taken by a axolotl WAHH. Says Poshora 2,336,350. Hey kitten, how is Everone? Says BLURRZT, bro, TS ain't funny, it's weird. Says Form. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. The axolotl leads me somewhere. Depic has gone offline. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, where are you taking me? Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, Ribbit. Renegatorine 22 has gone offline, says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, gets dropped in a coral reef. Says Spigui 1212. I'm so tired RN, says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, can't swim hell, says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, why? Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, formed saves me. Says Spigui 1212. I've stayed up till 1 a.m. the last 2 days. Follow our Twitter, @TheHiveMook, says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, RIP. Says Spigui 1212. Where are you? Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, has something on my leg? Says Shadow Cloud 2. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, Ribbit. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, it's Cloud's old pet Moon. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, Moon, you are like a legend. Says Spigui 1212. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, Moon, disappears. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, I'm a JS, goes BK to castle. Says Ganeska YTBR Sky Do High? Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, I went to Hub Formed. Says Form. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, sunny. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus, Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Clouds PAT like the legend moon. Says Spigui 1212. U. BCK. Says Shadow Cloud 2003. Join our Discord. Run Discord or visit Discord GG Hive. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Lol. Says Form. Says Spigui 1212. U. Bruh, I have Steve glitch. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Starts dancing. Says Shadow Cloud 2321. Plus. Ribbit. Says Form.